I'm sorry about that, y'all. Thank you, Happy Mac. I seen that. My bad. I'm up here busting my chops. Thank you, official Jamie, everybody who said, hey, you ain't, boy, we can't hear you. Sir. What's up, Unbiased LLC? Liz B. Journey. What's going on, my sister? Lala, Texas Lala. What's up, family? J Mill, official J Mill. Happy Mac. Juan Perez. I know y'all tired of seeing us today, boy, but we trying to get it while we get it. And I'm going to tell y'all why in just a minute, if you will allow me to do so. I might have to go grab my mic here in a minute, y'all. Okay, Christina. Christina says, you good now, boy? Yeah. Uh, yeah, family. I'm going and, excuse me. Actually, what I'm doing, I'm getting something out the way uh, this weekend so I ain't got to do it next weekend. And I'm going to get to the point of this conversation here shortly. I usually have my phone where I can get over here and see everything. I was listening to Plies earlier, so I got to go over the I channel and try and see if I can tap in and see if I can find myself. There I'm is. There I'm is. Okay. Look like we got a decent connection and everything. Um Family as always, ain't no pressure. If you want to share this live out, y'all more than welcome. Feel free to go ahead and share this live out, baby. Uh Indiana Jackson, what's up, my brother? I'm glad we got some fellas up in here too, because some of this conversation is for my fellas out here. For shizzle, as the young folks say. But if y'all feel so inclined, go and share this live out. Oh, I tell you, I'm happy. I'm surprised my wife loves me. Sometimes I have to put on some mosquito lotion all on my hand. I'm so doggone beat up. My arm, my elbow, I don't know. I don't even know if I can turn enough to show different, like just all kinds of scars and bruises and life done whooped up on me, cuts. Hey, Miss April Showers, how you doing? You better get in here and enjoy yourself. You sure better. Can y'all hear me good enough, or do I need to go get my microphone? Yeah, yeah. I'll go grab my mic real quick. I don't put my. I mean, hell, I'm outside on the balcony, so I'm spraying mosquito spray like that's really finna do something. But hell, every little bit help. They might go tell their friend, "Don't go over there." Okay, loud and clear. Thank you, Indiana. I appreciate that, brother. Let me turn. Okay, I got the volume up as much as it'll go. Uh, kill you and all your people. He got away from it. They some quick look. It's like the wind from your hands closing as soon as you get close to him. Hold on, y'all. Let me put something on my neck. Cause now, baby, y'all ain't finna drink me tonight. No sir. Mm-mm. Not on this here evening. I don't know what y'all use when y'all traveling or when y'all thereabouts around about. I use this right here. It worked good. It's mostly natural. Of course, it got some chemicals in it, but it's mostly all natural and citronella and all them kinds of good things that I like to. I try to put it as less and as little in me and on me as possible. That's all that sweet Texas barbecue. That's right. That's right, Happy Mac. That's exactly what it is. Cause one of them got me before boy. I haven't been out here about 3-4 minutes good. Got me all on my calf, man. Just my goodness. And they ain't got no cut for it, man. I mean, they ain't got no chill at all, baby. None whatsoever. That's right. They hear that sweet, savory Texas barbecue. They smell it flowing through my veins, and they like, "Hey, man, hey, this ain't no, it's something different here." Uh, hey Shanna, what's up, Shanna? Hey, Miss Deborah Garrett, TLC in the garden. How you doing, my sister? Welcome in, welcome in. Thank you for being here. Thank all of y'all. Y'all, as you can see, I ain't got no sardine. I don't have no sardine, but I'm gonna go ahead and go on and do this here live anyway. And it ain't nothing that I had mentioned at one point or another before, but when something on me to go ahead and chop it up about a certain topic or subject matter, damn it, that's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm gonna do. So, uh, actually, as many of you all know. By the way, hey, y'all get in here, man. Look, I didn't say it. I hope I said it last live. Yeah, and I know I did. But it's Sardine Sunday, and I want y'all to make sure you share your hashtag BCIAC. And I want y'all to hit the thumbs up, and if you don't mind, share this live out. I ain't tripping either way. What's up, Jason? What's up, brother? How you doing? You better get in here and enjoy yourself. Jason out there in them out in that brush and that bush doing this thing. Y'all make sure y'all support, man. Regardless to what amount people drop content, support TLC in the garden. Support Shanna. Support Jason. Support everybody, because sometimes people be a little hotter on dropping stuff, and sometimes people be a little bit more lax. But either way, be their community, be their family, be their form, because we all need each other in one way, shape, form, or fashion. What you say, Miss? My sister's Center, Texas for her husband family reunion. Okay, Center, Texas. I know where that is. Yeah, Center. That's in East Texas. If y'all didn't know, I don't know if y'all knew this or not. Texas big as hell. Texas, I pretty much know a lot of the counties, not all the counties, but damn it, boy, when it comes to towns and cities, man, it's so many. Thank you, Official J Mia, some things and some stuff podcast. Thank you, my sister, for dropping that. Yes, it's a hot. Let me see. I've spoken. Krista, what she say here? Said not this Monday because it's a holiday, but next Monday, 8:30 a.m., 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, in the same of Friday. I'll start doing live streams other than just videos and short. Okay, that's what's up. Y'all make sure. Hey, Krista, drop your hashtag BCIAC so people can be over there, be ready to connect with you if they haven't already, so they can see some of the lives you're doing. That's something I'm definitely looking forward to. And yeah, thank you for telling everybody so we can know. Closed mouth don't get fed, baby. You gotta let folk know where you at, what you doing, and what you got popping, so we can be there. As the young folks say, for shizzle. Boy, I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna. My goodness. I ain't get him. I ain't get y'all. I don't know if y'all can see. Can y'all even see him? It's about two buddies. It's about two of them keep flying around right in front of my face. It's like, damn. I know gnats get drawn over by the light, but damn, my goodness. All right, so okay, I can see. Okay, y'all can see me. All right, I'm trying to pull my shirt down. I'm looking at myself. I'm pulling my shirt down because first off, they'll just go through your shirt for one. But if it's raised up or I got on shorts right now, man. I'm in Africa. I'm always wearing shorts. Okay, official J Mia said she can see them. Yes, they real like that, fam. It's real. It's a thing. Him and his homeboy, his whole family finna get it, cause I got a can. I got a can with their name on it. Yes indeed. Yes indeed. So where do I start? Where do I begin? I might drop this link here in a little bit too. Uh so everybody can, if anybody got anything they want to say or share, so y'all can real quick. It ain't a typical sardine Sunday, as I said earlier, as I previously stated. I ain't got no sardines on the road with me this go round, and uh, and that's okay, cause this thing that we call life, this thing that we put all this effort and uh, all this emphasis and this and that we place upon ourselves. Sometimes it's outside influences. Sometimes it's from So Good Gardner. What's going on, bro? I didn't get to catch all your live earlier, but we did try to slide through and show some love for a little bit, man. I was in the bushes for a little bit. Uh, we've been out and about, moving and shaking, doing our thing. But we put so much on ourselves, and sometimes in this life, it seems like we can't see the forest for the trees. Now I know most of y'all are younger than me, so when you get to be my age, you can look back and think over and remember certain parts of your life seem like it was 3, 4, 5 lifetimes ago. Yeah, it really does. It seemed like you done live a life within a life within a life within a life. If you just slow down and calm down and look back over it, which most of us rarely have time to do. And if we do have time for it, we don't make time for it. My brother Vision, what's going on, brother? How you doing, man? You better get in here and enjoy yourself. That little baby monster you got creeping around your property over there. My goodness, man. This man done went and got himself a Borbal. And if y'all don't know what an African Borbal is, go over to Vision Preparedness and look at this little beast he got walking around his yard. Uh, y'all, those some of the biggest dog breeds on the planet that you can actually purchase and have and possess. So if you want to see what they look like while they puppies, because even when they get up to when he about 120, and he probably be anywhere from 90 to 120 pounds in the next 6 or 7 months, it's very possible. Still a puppy. Still a doggone puppy. Let me get back to what I was saying. Matter of fact, hold on a minute. Hold on, y'all. Y'all talk amongst yourself. Don't have too much fun. Don't go nowhere. Don't go nowhere. Okay, I'm here, y'all. Don't go nowhere. I hope y'all ain't left. Y'all better still be around here somewhere. Trying to keep myself together, getting this conversation. So, what's going on, Miss Nancy B? How you doing? Sweet Thumb, what's going on, family? Welcome in, welcome in. Y'all get in here and enjoy yourself. Feel free to share this live out if you haven't. Hey, and that earlier live, man, thank you to VJ Jordan and Miss April Showers and a handful of some other people shared it out. I appreciate that. We always try to go back and thank everybody. We don't always have time or be in a position to do it right away. But thank y'all for thinking of it. So the whole point of the conversation, family, is it's always somebody else's turn. Now, Hey, Mama Nita, Blue Lotus Vibe by Janita McLean. Welcome in, young lady. You better get in here and enjoy yourself. Thank everybody for sharing this live out. But what I really wanted to get to was this ain't a samba. This ain't a samba, downtrodden, oh, woe is me, feel bad type live. I'm pretty sure next weekend I'm not gonna feel like it because those are actually gonna be the funeral services for my pops, and we not gonna be home. I'm not gonna be in the States. This ain't my first rodeo with that, and it might not be my last. But here's the thing. It's always somebody else's turn, baby. It's always somebody else's turn. And if y'all wonder why in the hell am I saying or why am I thinking, man, it seemed like I've had 4 or 5 lifetimes in this one lifetime. Hell, if you will slow down, just slow down long enough. Think about where you was, who you was, how you lived, and how you felt when your ass was in kindergarten. That seemed like a whole nother lifetime ago. If you slow down long enough and think about where you was in life and how you was living and what you was doing when you was in middle school, a whole nother lifetime ago. Same thing for high school. Thank y'all. Thank you, Miss April Shaw. Oh, Vision, you good, bro. You good, family. You good. You good. I'm just grateful y'all here. I'm just grateful y'all here. But here's the thing. I don't know what people need to live through. And maybe some people will never completely come to the conclusion 100% that it's always somebody else's turn, man. I done lived through the phase where my knees done been the best they ever gonna be. I done ran as fast as I probably ever run in the 40 in sports period. I've probably been at my slimmest, maybe. I don't know. I may have had more vigor and oomph than a whole lot of other people. Oh, Miss April. Well, I thank you for that. I appreciate that, Miss April. But no, 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 no. That's not what it's about. It's deeper than that. It's deeper than that. I do appreciate that though. That's a very kind gesture, Miss April. But no, it's not about the money. It's deeper. It's like circumstances, obligations, yada yada, a whole lot of other stuff, and money. But here's the thing. I don't know what people need to realize or go through to understand that it really is always somebody else's turn. And that's a good thing if you allow it to be. Because just like it's somebody's turn to be better than you, or faster, or stronger, or more fit, or more capable in whatever capacity they may exist in, it was your turn to be better and stronger and faster and younger and healthier and more capable than somebody else at some point in your life. And this world that we live in is so manipulative in the sense that we live under constant distractions. We live under constant pursuits of whatever. And that don't make that a good or a bad thing, because everybody got different things they need to achieve and go through and do what they got to do at different phases and points in their life, right? Because it's always somebody else's turn. Do y'all ever really just sit back and maybe get you a hot cup of tea or a cup of coffee, whatever you drink? Maybe a nice maybe a nice glass of some Glenfiddich or some uh 12 year, 18 year, your choice, whatever you like, and just sit back and really contemplate your mortality and your existence. And I really try to encourage people to think about this. Or coffee. There you go. Vision said coffee. Get you some coffee. The most precious thing, the most valuable commodity, in my estimation. The hell I know. I'm just old country boy, ain't I? I'm just old country boy. I don't know nothing. But in this little feeble mind of mine and these little country brains I got, 40 some years of living and taught me that the most valuable thing we got is what we get cheated out of the most. And that's our damn time. What do I mean by that? Do I believe in some way, shape, or form I'm an omnipotent being that exists beyond time and space? Of course I do. Sure, sure. Shit sound good. And I believe it. I believe it's very possible. But in this physical realm, in this avatar in which we exist, this here, all this right here, these old elbows and these old shoulders and knees and feet and all that stuff to be hurting sometime, baby, it's got a shelf life on it. And we live in a world where we often get compromised and cheated out of our most precious commodity. That is our time. And as we wane and wonder and ponder and decipher over this and disseminate over that, that tick, tock, tick, tock never ceases. It never ceases. Some argue that time is in fact an illusion. That may be, but yet it's such a profound and powerful illusion. I don't have the necessary capabilities to break its bonds. I don't know how to escape it because it's so strong and it's so profound. Maybe I'll understand in the next life when it's my turn. I ain't 100%. I don't know. Hey, Miss Lynn, how you doing? Young lady, you better get in here and enjoy yourself. Yeah, I'm up here busting my chops. I ain't even see you tip off in here. Happy Max said, I'm old. I feel a time of selfishness coming on where I get to do what I want just for a little while while I still can. You know what, Happy Mac? I'm glad you said that. Those and that's one of the things that I find uh less beautiful about this existence we live in, where anything that is to live in such a selfish world, most people are not actually selfish. I think they're compromised. Now, maybe my values may not be set in place properly, or maybe it's a matter of interpretation to a degree, to a great degree. When I think about somebody just wanting to go fishing or tend their land or not deal with the daily toils of what it takes to make it in everyday life and feed yourself, baby, because it's expensive to be alive every day. I don't know if y'all been around lately. I don't give a damn where you at in the world. Some places better than others, but baby, it's expensive to be alive everywhere. Everywhere. I don't think that make you selfish. I think the selfishness comes in when you compromise and sacrifice everything in, around, and about yourself or your person for the sake of impressing or pleasing people who don't give a damn about you. I think those are two very different things. And we currently live in a model, an economic system that suggests that we really should grind and hustle until we got one foot in the grave. And if we lucky, we might get a decade to 12 years, not in the best health, not in the health that you had in your 20s and 30s and even 40s or 50s in some cases. And you finally get to sit down and you finally get to rest. And that's when you get to just sit back and fold your arms and contemplate over life. It's always somebody else's turn, family. It's always somebody else's turn. GT Jr., Rosie, Alaska. What's up, my brother? How you doing? How you doing? I'm glad we got another man in here. Man, we got GT. We got Vision Preparedness. We got a couple folks up here, couple brothers up here. I want to say something about Daz, man, because Daz gets so much uh flack sometimes. Let me see what Vision said. Vision said, time is what I'm selfish with. Uh in order to get my time, you have to give me the same. Absolutely. Absolutely, brother. For shizzle, as the young folks say. Let me put this, whether folk can come up or not, whoever can come up, you're more than welcome. I'm just gonna drop this in the chat. I'm gonna say something uh about fathers real quick. It all go together. It all makes sense here in a minute. At least I hope so. Uh the selflessness of most dads, it's kind of like I don't know, it's been commercialized, Hollywoodized, whateverized. Dad's always like this, and they have to meet this criteria and do this and do that. It's a whole lot of extremely phenomenal fathers out here. Black, white, brown, and everything in between. I see you back there, bro. I'm gonna bring you up here in a minute. And hell, I gotta say this, man. I've in my adult life, and plenty of folk been through it. And hell, it's always somebody else's turn. It's been people before me. It's gonna be people after me, and other folks that I don't even know going through it right now. I ain't never been no a parentless child. I'm a grown ass man. I'm 44 years old. You know it still hurt to know that both your parents gone in real life. Now he wasn't my biological father, but to know that you got another person outside of your wife on this planet who love your ass backwards and forwards, whether you screw up, whether you successful, whether you this or whether you that just love you, man. I know I ain't the first person been through this because it's called life. But that don't mean that shit still don't hit home. It don't mean it ain't real, because it is. But with that, I got two handsome gentlemen back here, and I'm gonna bring them up. Uh, one of them over there primping. One of them over there primping. I said he said let me bring him up first. Yeah. You beautiful. You beautiful. What's up, GT? What's up, Vision Preparedness? What's going on, man? How y'all doing?
All right, all right.
All right, I'm good, bro. How's everybody doing? Good to see you, GT.
What up with you, Mr. Trent? Condolences to you, African Dreaming. I came in, I didn't know what was going on.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to make sure because while I was in the backstage, I was hearing you talking. So
Yeah.
condolences to you, man. Um, my father just lost his father yesterday.
Oh
So
man, I'm sorry.
he
Sorry to hear
I
that,
didn't
brother.
I didn't know him. I mean I knew of him. I spent a little time with him.
Mm-hmm.
And me and my father, we joked around a little bit with each other about my dad. My dad didn't realize who his daddy was until he was 38. And when he found out, he built that relationship. And over the course of his lifetime, he has made that connection. He's been there for him. And we see
Mm-hmm.
how his other kids have been groomed to be a certain kind of way. And my dad is not the same way. My dad has different
Right.
philosophies, principles, and morals and things like that. But he passed away yesterday, and it hurt my father. And I hope, you know, out of this tragedy, my dad realizes what his job can be, which is to spend more time with his biological grandson, which is my son.
Yeah.
So through this tragedy, I hope he can make that connection because about 2 weeks ago, me and my father, we actually were not on speaking terms. And it was because I demand respect. I give respect. I learned this when I was at least 18 years old. I know the ramifications if you're disrespectful to, you know, other men, there can be some grave consequences. So I've carried that throughout all my life, even at a bigger step once I turned 18 and he was disrespectful to me. And he's my father. So I couldn't be disrespectful back to him because that's actually giving him the power that no one else deserves but me. I'm responsible for my response. And I chose to, okay, Dad, I hear what you're saying. I'm gonna just get off the phone. And I was just
Yeah.
waiting for an apology. And once I
Right.
got that apology, it was like, okay, we're good. But the relationship is going to be a little bit tainted because this is
Mhm.
not the first time that he's done that, and I don't need for him to change. I just need him to respect my gangster. That's all. Just
Right.
respect who I am. Respect me as a man. I know I'm always going to be his child, but yeah,
Mhm.
all right, y'all.
No.
That's it.
No, you okay, man, and that's why I don't mind these. That's what these types of conversations are for. Because, hey, Miss April, just let me see you real quick. I can go and bring you up. I'll see you back there. But no, man. Oh, okay, you good, Miss April? You good? You good? Uh, it's hard, bruh. It's hard. Like
Yep.
relationships. But mother father relationships ain't easy. I mean, mother daughter relationships ain't always easy, and father son relationships ain't always easy. Uh, and you a dad yourself. I'm not a father, but every father that I know said at some point, uh, it's been that it ain't a competition, but it's like it's been an assertion of power, a test of dominance, or something like that. And sometimes it's hard to see that baby that you used to change their diaper as a man 100%. You know what I'm saying? And so I get it, bro. Don't feel bad about sharing nothing. Miss April,
That's
you
right.
good? You can turn your camera off if you want to.
That's right.
Vision, what you think, bro? Go ahead.
Hey, it ain't easy. And I'm telling you this from having a father that, I was, like I said, I was 17 when my parents got divorced, but my dad told me that he was going to be a major force in my life, and as a father, he kept that promise till his dying day.
Yeah.
And that's my thing with my kids. Me and my daughter have, had World War III and done our thing and didn't speak for a minute, but doesn't
Mm-hmm.
mean that I don't love her and I'll never still be there for her. And I think she gets that now. And my son, who is literally sitting next to me because I went to go get him for the weekend after they had an amazing comeback football game and won yesterday.
Hey, congratulations. Congrats.
So, and I told him when me and his mom split, he was young. And I told him, regardless, I am your father and I will always be in your life. And, I kept that. And even though he's 2 inches shorter than me and about 150, 60, 70 pounds heavier than me, he gets it. I'm dad, regardless. And I'm not gonna say I'm proud of him, but I'm happy for him of the young man and the man he is turning out to be. And I thank God for all my children, even my grandbabies, because I will fight hell and high water and turn this world upside down for them.
Yeah. Yeah. That's how it's
And
supposed to be.
right.
All right,
And by the way,
Vision, real
go
quick.
ahead.
Miss April, did you want your camera on or you ready to come up? Okay, there you go. Go ahead, Vision. Go ahead, my brother. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. And like you said, when we touched base last week and you told me what was going on, I just want to say again publicly my condolences to you and the family, to your beautiful bride, Ms. April. And
Thank you.
I know how it is, bruh. It takes a piece from you, but
Yeah,
keep in mind that piece that's gone, there was a bigger piece put in you by that piece that is no longer around.
for sure. For sure. I appreciate those words, bro. And I receive it. And I just wanna just to add to that before we get to Miss April, I'm trying to let people know because I don't know how people perceive me 100. I don't know if y'all just think I'm just old country boy that ain't got no sense, or if you think I'm uh this or that or whatever. But I'm gonna tell you this, man. Everybody got feelings, and everybody got their first time dealing with whatever fight they dealing with. And this the first time in my life I'd have never been a parentless child, and it's a weird ass feeling. It hit different because it's been building and building and building. And I'm sure GT to an extent know what that's like. I'm sure Miss April know what that's like, and I'm sure Vision know what that's like. And people in the chat, you find yourself for the first time in your life at a point where you don't have the go-to. You are the go-to. You are either the matriarchal or patriarchal individual within your family dynamic or in certain ways where people come to you and you ain't really got nobody that's still left around for you to go seek wisdom in certain ways, for you to do that and this in certain way. Your ass grown.
Right.
Baby, you just sit around here and live long enough to get good and grown and find yourself in a world where the majority of the people that you knew, grew up with, some of them might have wiped your ass and fed you, ain't here no more. Now here you sit in 2023 in this here world and ain't got nobody the way you used to have it, baby. Life's so real. It's so real sometimes. But Miss April, let's get you in here. Go ahead. How you doing today, young lady?
Oh boy. Can you hear me? Can you
I can
hear
hear
me?
you. You sound a little bit muffled, Miss
Oh,
April, but
okay. Well, I'm trying this on my tablet. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Hold on.
Okay. Yeah, cause we having a little trouble to hear you.
Going through the Bluetooth. Is that better?
Okay, there you go. Oh, you crystal clear now. You crystal clear now.
Better? Oh, okay. Because I be having y'all through the Bluetooth so I can hear you and get some work done. As I'm
Okay.
sitting here with tears in my eyes, and you are so correct. I'm 61. I lost my dad at 60, and my dad had been sick for a long time. My dad dealt
Mm-hmm.
with a lot of it, but he was still my dad, and I was a daddy's girl.
Mm-hmm.
That pain never goes away. But as my father was dying, he didn't want anybody to touch him, take care of him and stuff with me, and we talked, and he apologized to me because it was one guy that my father just didn't like that guy, and he didn't like him, but he apologized because he knew how much the guy had liked me. But as you say, when you get older, I'm 61, and all the people that I know that truly loved me had my back. Like I
Mm-hmm.
wouldn't have to worry about nothing. Like if my mother was here, she would go buy me a car. Or when I was sick, she would make sure I ate. Or my father, like those people are gone, and I've been
Mm-hmm.
left this world with some people that they are right, but they ain't like those people. They not like those people that have left me.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
If you need to cry every day, I mean, cry, whatever you need to do, you do it. If you need to go get some grief counseling, you know, go get it. Um,
Mm-hmm.
there's always joy in me, even right now. Like a day like today,
Yeah. Miss April, I can say this. There is grief. Um, I'm not. I'm not. What's up, young Riaz? How you doing? Welcome in, brother. Welcome in. Y'all, I'm trying to kill mosquitoes and do a live. I'm outside in Africa, so it is what it is. But I like being down there in East Texas. But I'm 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 okay, cause it's always somebody else's turn. Now my mama that broke me. My brother that broke me. I lost my mom and my brother 8 months apart. Uh, that was a whopper right there. That was rough. My pops, it hurt, but and I don't want to think or assume that I've gotten to a point where I'm jaded to it or where I'm numb or where I'm losing feeling. And I had to juggle that for a while. I don't think that's what's happening. I think I'm growing in another way. I think that's what's happening. Everybody got kicked out. My goodness. Let me put this chat back in here. I'm up here busting my chops and folks dropping down and I don't know what's gonna happen. I'm gonna put this link back up here again for the people who was up here and everybody else. I'm sorry, y'all. I don't know what happened. I didn't do it. It just my internet a little janky. I think I might be running off of I don't know if I'm on the I don't even know which internet if I'm on my on my private Wi-Fi, or if I'm on hotel or LTE, right? Hell, I don't know. But I used to see older people. Miss April, I see you back there. I'm finna bring you back up. I remember my grandmother. I said this a million times. I say it again. My papa died when I was a little boy, when I was younger. But I remember my grandmother and her sisters and some of her cousins were still living and all of that when I was a little bitty boy. And of course, growing up in the church, and we would have funerals and this and that and yada yada, and they just had a certain sternness about them. Hey, Erica Taylor, how you doing, young lady? You better get in here and enjoy yourself. They just had a certain demeanor, a certain sternness, and me being the novice at life that all of us are as children, I misinterpreted some of what was happening. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get him. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you and all your little buddies. Uh, as a lack of emotion, as a lack of empathy, as a lack of a whole lot of stuff. When in all actuality, until you understand somebody who done been through some things, it's hard for you to really make a determination one way or the other who they are, or how they got to be the way they are. I'm not justifying jaded behavior or jaded mannerisms or people who lack empathy and kindness. I would never make an excuse for that. But when some people seem unbothered, don't get me twisted, don't get me wrong, I'm very bothered, I'm very hurt. But between 2020 to now, my dad is the eighth relative, the eighth family member that I done lost in the last 3 years. The eighth. Not the first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, none of that. In 3 years, I done lost 8 relatives, 3 or 4 of whom was the absolute closest people to me in my life. How the hell am I supposed to be right now? I'm damn near out of tears. And it ain't because I don't care. It ain't because I lack empathy. It's not because I lack emotion. It's because I have no choice but to be strong or break altogether. And I'm not in a breaking mood. I got too much life to live. I know what the people who are no longer with me in this physical realm want for me and want me to be, how they want me to move, how they want me to keep pushing and grinding and going. So I just shit, I ain't got no other choice. But GT back, Miss April back. Please, y'all go ahead. Y'all go ahead.
Like one of the things that I realized, like I said it in a chat. I don't know whose chat I was in. I was in someone's chat, and I was telling them that me and my dad aren't on the greatest of speaking terms. And we was talking something about going fishing, and I told them I've never had a seafood boil. And it was like, oh, this, that, and the third or whatever. And then that's when the conversation started. And they was telling me, oh,
Yeah.
you need to get back to speaking with your father. And it was like, nah, I can't do that. And it was like, oh, time is of the essence. Tomorrow's not guaranteed. And I understood everything that you were saying. Like, I have great memories with my father. So if me with him if he would have passed away, I would have been sad. But I know that as a man, I did what I thought was necessary. And even when I was mad at my father, I still missed him. I still wanted to call him because I was reminded every day of things that he had instituted in my life.
Right.
Like I had an issue with my car, and my car was $1,200 to get it fixed. Most of the time, whenever I'm going through anything and I have no experience about it, or if I always look to my father for guidance.
Mm-hmm.
So it was one of those things where when he told me, when I was listening, I'm listening to him enough to where, okay, I can't call my father right now because I'm upset with him. He has given me enough tools and has guided me enough to where I can make a decision that I can live with. When I had to cut my grass while me and him weren't talking, and he gave me the lawn. My tires had, it was something about my brakes. He was able to pay a portion of that. My brakes were $900 something. So I was constantly being reminded of things that he has assisted me with. And I just thank God that he's still here. I'm still able to talk to him. And I'm glad that I can smile at the memories, even though it would have been painful if he would have passed. He has
Right.
given me enough life lessons for me to keep on trucking throughout this world and navigate to where he can be proud of what morals he has put into it. That's all I'm going to say.
No, that's deep, bro, and that's real. And that ties into what I spoken Libra Krista said before we get to Miss April. You know, a lot of people like fitteds. A lot of people like them 5150s. A lot of people like flat bill. You know, everything just right, baby. It ain't no one size fits all when it comes to grief. It ain't no one size fits all when it comes to growing up or life, because everybody's circumstance and situations is different. GT, I'm talking about my stepfather now. He been the man in my life for the majority of my life. He's not my biological father. That's a whole different dynamic in and of itself, by just right there by itself. And then a relationship, take somebody like Miss April, a relationship between a daughter and a father is very different than the relationship between the father and the son. And the relationship between a father and a stepson is different, but that man loved me like I was his. Like he was there in the living room and everything. Grief don't come with a recipe, people. Give a damn what nobody tell you. Pain don't come with a recipe. And I kind of shocked myself. I talked with my little sister earlier today, and we discussed some plan. She telling me about what's going on and what's set up so far and this and that and what we gonna do, yada yada yada. And I guess because it's my daddy, yeah, it still hurt, but it's like a different approach towards it. With my mama, man, I'm like all over the place, all the emotions, all the everything, all of this, all of that. With my daddy, kind of like GT just said, I'm thinking about my dad in the kitchen cooking because he loved to cook. House full of people. I mean, come on, man. We talking about at times out of and this is the whole family, step kid, everybody combined. We talking about a total of about 8 kids, sometimes 7 or 6 grandkids, uncles and aunties and everybody. And that's when my daddy was at his happiest, when he was barbecuing or having a fish fry, and he just watching everybody eat and be happy and grow. That's what's been going through my mind the most. That's the part that I'm gonna miss the most. So and the talks that we had, yeah. Anyway, I'll get back to that in a minute. Miss April, what you got, young lady?
Okay, what's the other gentleman's name? What did you call him?
GT Junior grows in Alaska, but we call him GT.
GT.
Yes, ma'am.
You need to make him your father. And GT, I'ma tell you, everything you don't like about your father, you're gonna become that.
Miss April,
Baby, you can say what I'm 61. I done
Okay.
seen that. Everything you don't like about your father, you are going to become that same person. So you need to get it.
I'm gonna let y'all work that out. I don't agree. I don't completely agree. But go ahead. Go ahead, GT.
Yeah, from no serious. I don't know. I can't even see the chat. But most of the things that your parents did and you say you wasn't gonna do, you're gonna end up doing it. So make those amends and just try to handle him for the person that he is.
Yes, ma'am. My dad's iniquities, my dad's um, whatever his position is or things that I dislike or whatever, I was able to recognize and see those and change. My dad has been married 3 times. I've been married 1 time. I I have seen the grief that my dad has went through. I have seen the the I have seen things about my dad's life that has made me choose better.
Yep.
And that's where me and my dad is different. I take chapters of my dad's life and I if I see that it's not a good representation of who I want to be or how I want to base my relationships on, then I change those. I would never ask someone to be who they're not. I expect my dad to be who he is. I don't expect a snake not to bite me. That's what a snake does. Not calling my dad a snake in any regard. I'm just saying that certain characteristics that my dad has shown me, I expect him to show those every time, and that's no problem. He is going to be who he is. He is the father, and I understand his relation. I understand who he is. But the reason why I pulled back from having that close relationship with him is because it was unfair. It was unfair, like they're little small things, but I'm up here in Alaska because of my father. So I have great regards for my father. It wasn't a strained relationship or anything like that. I hang on to my dad's words like when I was like you if you can imagine people in the chat, close your eyes if you're not driving. Imagine just being a little child and your dad is right there, you holding his finger, and y'all going to Burger King after he just after he just tore your tail up because you did something in school and he actually saw you do it. But he's so small that you see him and you still see him as the king that he is. So no, I still love my father. My dad knew that he was wrong, and I had to protect my mental health. And part of that was I had to allow myself to heal from the disrespect that he had shown me at that moment. Because disrespect is one thing that I don't allow in my life. I will allow it the first time. I might allow it the second time and the third time. I don't discuss it with you if you're not my immediate family. So me and my dad have made amends, and that was him talking to me, and he said that I did apologize. My dad has a very bad apologize, and that's okay because
Mhm.
culturally, sometimes men apologize differently than just saying the words. It's actions. So that's what he did, and that was good enough for me. So we are good, but as far as the relationship being as close, I don't have to do that. I don't have to because my mental health, when it relates to anybody else in this world, is the most important to me because I have to look at myself in the mirror. So that's what I choose. I choose my sanity over thinking that I have to mend it the way that I understand what you're saying, but I had to stay true to myself.
Okay.
Yeah.
And also,
And
I want to say,
Miss Miss
Yeah.
April, before you go, and thank you for that, because I know GT, he actually here right now. He can speak for himself. I'm gonna talk about TLC and what she said in a minute, but I have to say I understand that dynamic playing out, Miss April, because I've seen that myself, but that's not
Mm-hmm.
always the case. And
Yeah.
I think that
Seen that.
I
We've
think
seen.
that there,
Yeah.
I think that there are people who overcome those circumstances. I think there are people who make it their life's goal to be and do the exact opposite. I would like to use my late brother as an example. Um, he didn't have the best relationship with his father at all, but I talk to my nephew, if not every day, every other day, and him and his dad was best friends before he left this planet. Everything that he never got from his father is what he made a point and a conscious decision and choice to be the exact opposite of everything that he didn't have. And the way that he was treated, he made sure that he was the exact opposite of that. They had a beautiful relationship. Uh, so I get it. Now that is the case sometimes, but
Yeah.
I don't think that that's always the case, and I think I
Well, I should
did a
have
good
said
job
from I've
articulating his
seen,
situation.
yeah, it's
But
possibility.
go ahead, Miss.
Yeah, it's I
Yeah,
should
yeah,
have
go ahead,
said it's
go ahead.
a possibility that it could happen because I've seen it happen. So maybe my words was wrong, uh, the way I said it. Also,
Okay,
can I know how you feel? See, I don't have much family left neither. So going around on like holidays, you know, or certain things, I won't even go to my friends and stuff house, especially like Thanksgiving. Like my mom had to cook first thing in the morning for football. People eating at 6 o'clock, like no, I can't even relate to half of the things. So I just stay at home. But it's
I
all,
understand that, and that there is.
yeah,
Go ahead, go ahead.
everybody, everybody, like you said, their grief is different. So a lot of times, I just choose to stay alone. Yeah.
I understand, and this is the one thing that nobody really ever warned me about, and I don't think most people get warned about this. As you age, circles get smaller, and it comes with a certain level of, uh, for lack of a better word, just to expedite the whole point I'm trying to make, I'm gonna say loneliness. It comes with a whole different level of self conservation. You're not as quick to hop out and I don't meet strangers, but at the same time, I'm a grown ass man. I'm not trying to be super overly friendly with everybody, not on a deep, intimate, personal level, because I was blessed enough to be one of the dudes that grew up with. I've had the same four best friends since I was 15 years old till now. One of us gone, you know, three left. So that impacts and shapes your life. And the truth of the matter is, you get older, you grow up, you get grown, your life changes, man, and nobody tells you how lonely and uncertain life can be as you continue to progress over this thing that we call life. And when you do find some people that's worthy of your attention, your space, your time, your energy, you damn sure better hold on to them at whatever point you encounter them or meet them at, because baby, they don't come along every day. So
ain't
I,
that
I
the
I mean, I would just count them as a blessing for real. But I got to say this about TLC. She said, I can't handle any more death around me. In 6.5 years, I lost my Whew, man, I have lost my immediate family. In my immediate family, my grandmother, aunts, uncle, little brother, mom, dad, oldest son, and two grandchildren.
Oh my
Uh,
God.
TLC, outside of the children part of that, that's pretty much where I'm at. Now I can't even imagine or wrap my mind around the loss of a child, and I don't play with people in that way. I can't even imagine. I'm not gonna sit up here and say I can even fathom what that's like because I can't wrap my mind around it. But baby, when I tell you you strong, strong, when I tell you you
Yes.
good and strong, don't let nobody on this planet or the next one or the one after that tell you you ain't that chick. Cause it's real out here. It's real out here. And just to open your eyes and stand up on the side of your bed every morning is a blessing after you done been through enough. Uh,
Mhm.
but Miss April, go ahead. I know you want to say something else.
Uh, yeah, they say when the child goes before the parent, that's deep. So TLC, you know, man, I'm a keep you uplifted. I'm gonna put your name on in my memo book when I do my prayers to pray for you some extra comfort. I went to a funeral yesterday. One of my neighbors, she lost her daughter. All of her children had gone before her. She's outlived all of her kids, and so the only
I'm
thing I
sorry about
yeah is try to be there for her. I went to the funeral yesterday, but I always say with another thing we do is we put expectations on people that we meet. They're not really your family. Please learn that. They're just your great friends. So you can't expect them. What do I say? To say this right? Like they're gonna be great friends. They gonna be there, but we can't expect them to be like Mama Jean was, or Auntie Jean, or Cousin Billy was. So give them some slack. Don't be so hard on your friends that have come in your life and that are there. They are your friends and they love you, but we can't expect certain things from them. Do y'all get what I'm saying?
Yes,
yeah,
yes, ma'am.
Uh,
yes, yes,
uh,
absolutely, absolutely. I think I think to circle this back around to and yeah, you made a good point. I mean, I think we should all measure and limit our expectations with whomever may be in our life, whether it's a biological relative, whether it's a friend, a new friend, a lifelong friend, whatever, whatever, because people are people, and uh, I only place expectations on people deserving of me expecting anything out of them, and that don't come overnight. That's not a fly by night circumstance for me. In order for me to expect the most out of you and the best out of you with regards to how you treat me, um, that in and of itself is a deserved notion, just all by itself. So, uh, y'all, for anybody else who want to come up, anybody who got something to say, the link is in the
down.
chat.
Yeah,
But
thanks for me to come up. Like I said, my house, you know, living with losing all of your loved ones it's hard. It's challenging. I mean, you have to keep busy, and something to hit you. I see a picture. You might see a movie, and boom, bang, the memories come flooding back, and
Mm-hmm.
it
Mm-hmm.
never goes away. I'm gonna tell you that now. The grief never goes away. Uh, it's gonna be different things you're gonna just be talking about that's gonna remind you of your dad, and the next get together you have when you frying fish and you looking at your company, you're gonna think about your dad, because your dad, that's when he was the happiest.
Oh yeah,
So
for sure, for sure.
so
And you absolutely
just
right, and I always will, Miss April. But here's the thing. That's why the name of this is "It's Always Somebody Else's Turn." Is
mhm.
because I know y'all hear these monkeys, right?
Goodness, monkeys, are you
Is
serious?
that for real? Are you for real?
Yeah,
Right. Oh
it's
my
true. Hold
god.
on,
I didn't know
y'all
they
see the
sound like that.
yeah?
Huh?
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
You
It's
outside? What you mean?
that's what I'm
Right.
saying. It's like it's
Monkey.
some of they some of them sound similar. Now you got some that are birds, the real high pitched ones. Those are the birds. Actually, the my bad, the lower pitched ones. Those are the birds. The real high pitched ones. I forget the name of them, but yeah, those monkeys, man. I mean, I
Oh my.
know I'm in the city, but even back here with these lights, y'all can see the lights in the distance, but the trees behind me is yeah, them's is
I
monkeys,
thought
bro.
that was a puppy or something, man.
Nah, our monkey, bro. Couple of, I'm a kid. Ooh, I got you. Ooh, I got you.
All right, African Dreamer. I gotta get back to finding where my guy at. I'm at work today. Got a
No
client that
way.
I gotta get up with. But all right, I appreciate you. If I have a little bit more time, hopefully I can come back up, man. And nice
Hey,
to
man.
meet you, Miss April.
Thank you,
Oh
bro.
yeah, no
Thank
problem.
you.
I love
Yeah,
All
thanks for
right,
sharing,
y'all.
man. All right, we'll
it.
holler.
Yeah, yeah. Trust the
Absolutely,
process.
For
because
sure.
we
Trust the process.
got.
Hey, hey, bro. But you backstage, just let me see you real quick. Make sure that's you, and I can
Yeah,
bring
I'm
you
a
up.
too. What I wanted to tell you is, you know,
Go ahead, Miss April.
it's gonna be all right. You gonna
Yeah,
make
I
it.
thank you.
You
Thank you. I'm
strong.
good.
You strong, but do what you need to do. What you need to do. You know, and you gonna be all right. Like I say, good memories there creep up, and everything, and it's all good. So I'm gonna drop down. Hey, a resilient dad, how you doing? I'm
Hey,
gonna
for
drop.
showers, how you doing, Queen?
Yeah, I'm so sorry for your loss. I know what that's like, losing a dad, because I was a daddy's girl. Oh my God. I mean, I can go into some deep details when my father died. I like actually tried to split my wrist. So,
Mm, mm, mm.
so everybody, y'all have a great day, and I'll be praying for comfort and relief for you in April. Everybody have a great night.
Thank
God
you, Miss
bless.
April. I appreciate that. I really do. Thank you. Thank you so much.
God bless. Amen. Yeah.
ARD, what's good, fam? Talk to me, bro.
It's all love.
Talk to my people.
I've been in the bushes. Can you hear me?
Yeah. I hear you. I hear you. You
All
solid.
right, perfect. Perfect. Yeah. Much respect to Pops, you know.
For
That
sure.
is that ain't nothing to play with. That's no small feat.
Yeah.
And I haven't even experienced that. But one thing that I heard from you kind of reminds me of something that my dad did for me. Um, yeah, my dad did something real solid for me. He didn't have to, right? We wasn't quote unquote blood,
Mm-hmm.
but it was one of those things that reminded me of a couple of principles. And the first one was respect the people that invest in you, even when they don't have to.
Right, right, right.
Yeah, yeah,
For sure. For
and
sure.
it does take a community sometimes because a person that's investing in you, giving a hard-earned time, money, everything that they can provide, they really give a damn about you. You know,
Mm-hmm.
and excuse me for cursing, but they
Bruh.
really do. Yeah, they really do. They really do. And we never know, man. Nobody gets out of here alive, you know, and it's
Nobody.
all love and respect, but nobody. And that is, I don't know, like I can tell he did a number on you just by how we met, how you treat your wife, how you treat people around you. Man,
Yeah.
nephew, everybody, I can tell. You know, he did a number on you. You got it. You got his sauce, man. He really cared.
Thank you,
And
bro.
that's our love and respect, man. Yeah.
Thank you. You know, I can say this, and for all the men out here. By the way, if y'all haven't shared this out, share this out so more folk can hear it. Cause I'm gonna say something about men real quick, unapologetically. And when I say unapologetically, I mean 100% unapologetically. The definitions that exist these days, the definitions, as many as I could go into, as many as I could speak on, as many as I could make arguments for and or against, that ain't even what I'm trying to get at. The definition of manhood for me was disseminated and defined in many ways by my pops. My mother has never not had some form of, I see you back there, bro. I see you, fam. Let me bring you up. Has never not had health issues off and on. My pops was one of them plant dudes. I'm talking about like full on 12-hour shifts at the plant. And if I didn't cook or none of the other kids had did nothing, like if my mom wanted something specifically, this a dude that I seen work a 12-hour shift would come home, and the highlight of his day was him and my mom's watching WWE. True story. I ain't trying to put all their business out there, but they love their wrestling and they downtime together. And if she would, prepare. Most of the time, mom had a plate ready for him when he got off work, came home, and that was that plate don't nobody touch. You know what I'm saying? It's in the oven. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm trying to kill mosquito. It's in the oven. Don't none of the kids touch it. Don't nobody mess with it. Auntie, uncle, anybody come over, don't y'all touch that plate. That's Pop's plate. It's in the oven. It's a big ass plate and it's wrapped in foil. That's his. Everybody know what that is. But I also saw him do those same things for her. I also had conversations with my pops, and I remember asking sometime, man, why you back then the word simp wasn't, it was more like henpecked. That's what we got. You henpecked. You did what's you why? And this is my mom. This is my stepdad, and this is my mom. And I'm like, damn, you, bro, you doing like, I'm talking about all kinds of what people call the little things that mean so much. It was never too much for him. I've never known a more selfless person that just loves seeing everybody else have everything they need. He loves seeing his kids happy. He loves seeing his grandkids happy.
Yeah.
He loves seeing the family get together and just be. And that's why I don't have a problem saying I love my wife the way I do publicly.
Yeah.
That's why I don't have a problem saying, yeah, okay, hell, I have horrible days and she have some too. Yeah, I can get my ass off work and still come home and give her the best day I can give her because her shit was just a little bit worse than mine. That's why I can say and do all the things that I do with regards to love towards my wife, towards how I treat other people, towards how I'm willing and openly able to present in the world. Because on the cool, when my stepdaddy came in my life, your boy was damn near headed in this
Yeah,
whole
you
Africa.
already know. Yeah, the
Yeah,
other type of
yeah,
time. Yeah,
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 yeah. He came along and it wasn't in no pushy way. It wasn't in no, hey, you need to straighten up, do this, do that, do this, do that. It was in a, I love you.
yeah.
And I know this shit don't work for everybody. It ain't gonna work for everybody.
A African dreaming. You know what's
What's up, bro?
crazy is, and I don't mean to cut you off, respect,
No, no, go ahead,
but
fam.
you're describing your dad like I describe mine, and that's crazy. And they don't even know each other, you know. And
Yeah,
not when you think about manhood, if that like whatever that is, like true love, like there's you can't make that up, you know. The one
nah.
thing that I said earlier too that I still say right now is me even being married. Like you can tell how you treat your wife, how you treat your mom is how you treat your wife. But how you
Mm-hmm.
treat your mom is how you learn from your father
Mm-hmm.
and what you see they do. And that
Mm-hmm.
makes you an even bigger person. And for that, like the proof is in the pudding, you know.
Thank you, my brother.
Proof is in the pudding. So this is a celebration,
Oh yeah,
definitely.
for sure. For sure. This is a celebration. This ain't no, I don't want nobody being down and out on this here Sunday night, baby. Hey, ARD, I can't believe this because not only we got you up here, we got somebody who don't never want to pop up. No, man, Indiana Jackson done slid up on African Dreaming Live, and I can't do nothing but say thank you, my brother, and give you the flow. Cause this is a blessing. I'm honored.
What's up, y'all?
Yes, sir, Mr. Indiana. How are you?
I am maintaining. That's what I can say. I am. Condolences to you, my man. A week ago today, I lost my sister.
Oh man,
It's
I'm
not.
sorry, bro.
It's kind of hard. It's really hard, but you know, I'm trying to deal with it
Yeah,
best I can. So, you know, it's rough. I know what you said just few seconds ago. But we're not gonna be down, so I'm gonna try my best.
yeah,
But
yeah,
it
yeah.
ain't. It
You
ain't.
you you You
Wow.
know, Indiana, I want to say this to you, my brother. Not only am I grateful and really, and I don't say this, I don't say this lightly, man. Whenever people who you don't see jump like just everywhere all the time, for one, that means a lot to me and to April, and for two, if if nothing else come from this, I had no clue that you were going through a loss as well. But that's why these conversations are so important, man, to me, because there's somebody out there going through what you going through, but we so it's human nature for one, and then another part of it is uh not wanting to burden people, not wanting to put everything out there. I put it out there so other people know that you're not by yourself.
Right.
You not by yourself. Everybody going through something, dealing with something, and man, the older we get, baby, the power in knowing you ain't alone.
Yeah,
That's
Yeah.
I
yeah.
just had to say that, brother. Welcome in 10, the educated
Yeah.
natural and tourist brain. Y'all welcome in, baby. Get in here and enjoy
And
yourself.
and Mr. Indiana, my condolences. I was actually I was gonna reach out to you. I seen you in the live. I was gonna reach out to you because my folks is over there. I'm from there, and I was wondering what part you from. I'm from the fort.
Oh yeah. I'm MD. MD all the way. Uh,
Okay, yeah, yeah. I'll be back in fort in quite some time, man. And I'd love to reach out to you. And break bread together.
oh, yeah. Sure. Sure.
Yes, sir. Yes,
You
sir. Hey,
Hey,
and it's not even like being no lighthearted or nothing, you know.
yeah, go ahead. Go
Like
ahead,
this
bro.
is why, you know, this is why I support our community
Yeah,
because we all need support. You know, nobody's bigger than the other person, nobody's stronger than the other person, smarter, faster, and all that. Nah, we all need each other, you
right.
know, and being together is how we all succeed if we want to succeed. And when I think about just on this topic, you know, the people that become our angels, respectfully, I think about what would they want for us while still having time here. What would they want for us to be the best? And then I also think about how to pay it forward,
right.
you know, and that's just it's all love and respect. Hopefully, you know, you don't misconstrue the words here. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
You know, it's just hard. You know, and I understand it's a grieving process for everybody to go through. You know, and every day is a different day. I just keep it pushing, man. You know, keep it pushing. I try to stay busy. You know, keep working in the garden, doing whatever I need to do around the house. You know, school, whatever. I keep it going.
Yeah, yeah. You know, and man, I'm really appreciating this conversation. And ARD, I just kind of I stepped inside, uh, came back out. I was listening the whole time, but uh, I think we have a cross generational trifecta right here. Uh, and I don't think people. I'm conditioned to everything I'm finna say. I'm guilty of myself as men, or sometimes. And I'm not saying women don't. I'm not finna look. I'm not into this new age men against women shit. That's not what I'm about. But as men, sometimes we sit on so much and don't let it out or express it. And I ain't saying you got to go around boohooing and just being all over the top or something. But damn it, we got feelings too. And
Mm-hmm.
even though I'm not shedding tears at the moment, hell, I'm on YouTube. I'm saying this on a live, this public, this out here for forever. Guess what, family? For the first time in my life, I'm a parentless child. I said it earlier, I'm gonna say this again. That's a whole new reality for me because it's always somebody else's turn. Somebody done felt like how I'm feeling right now. Somebody done went through what I done went through, what I'm going through currently, and tomorrow and next week and next month, somebody gonna feel like how I'm feeling right now, baby, because it's always somebody else's turn.
Right.
All I know how to do is be humble. Be humble. Thank the creator for what I have and what I don't have, for the problems I could have and don't have, and keep it pushing. But in the midst of all that, that don't mean we don't have feelings. And this is so important for brothers to
One
really get
thousand percent. Yeah.
be able to share these types of communications with one another because we may not express it because the world treat us a certain way when we do. But baby, we feel pain just like everybody else. Just like everybody else. We feel sorrow, we feel grief, we feel absence. We got memories of what once was and what'll never be again. Not in this life. So I'm proud to be able to share a conversation with two men in the same depth of understanding that I perceive myself to be. now damn that I know myself to be. But please, I didn't mean to I didn't mean to cut you off, Indiana. Please, my brother.
I just want you to know that I understand you. I understand what you're saying. My sister took on
Mm-hmm.
my guardianship when I was 12. She was 25 at the time my mother passed,
Mm.
and so she's not only my sister, but she was like my mother too.
Yeah.
12, I didn't know what I was doing, so she was still whooping my butt, doing whatever I needed to do to become the man that I am. You know,
Yeah. Yeah.
it's like a double whammy. Losing your sister and your last parent or whatever you want to call it. So I can relate to what you're saying. As
Yeah.
we went through stages, whereas
Mm-hmm.
she was like my mother type sister, and then when I got grown, she became my sister again. You know,
Right.
and then later on, she became a friend. You know, whereas I
Mm-hmm.
confide in her different things and things I wouldn't even tell my brother and all kind of stuff.
Right. Right.
I it's like a triple whammy, so to speak. I can definitely relate to. So.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, sir, my
Man.
brother. Yeah, yeah.
And go ahead. No,
If
go
you
ahead,
don't
AO.
mind, I would love to share with you my email, and let's get more acquainted because I'm here to support as well. All right. I
That's cool.
know everything is a process, but yeah, let's get more acquainted. All right.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah.
Yes, sir. It's
You know,
it's interesting because my
uh-huh.
dad, he did what he did for us, and later on in life, he's a two-time cancer survivor. But the first time I was in school, I was on a mission, and when I seen the hospital and stuff like that they had him in, legs looking all crazy, like looking like twigs, and I didn't know. I was keeping in communication with him, but I didn't know like the conditions. I got to that hospital, stayed 2 months. The first day, I put everybody on alert. And my dad at the time even communicated to me. It was like, ARD, I'm glad that I got you here. He was ready to time out. He was like, all right, I did my time here, you know. And when I put everybody in shake and when I spoke to him, uh, man, it gave him life. It gave him hope. It gave him hope. And he still say that to this day. But it's interesting because the man that didn't have to care for me, I ended up being there to help him.
Mm.
Like, period. You know. And life is interesting that time. Like it's interesting sometimes, but that's my dad. Like that's my dad.
Yeah.
So it's interesting because it's when people pour into you with love and respect, man, you can choose to do with it whatever you want to, right? But when you try to give it back and you pay it forward and you choose to be a better person, that's what everybody really wants when they pour into you. So for us, we know we never forget the good times. We never forget the lessons, you know. And you gotta pay it for it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't mean to deviate, but yeah.
No, you good, bro. That's what this whole conversation about, man. I often, when I was younger, uh, I don't want to use this word, but I'm gonna say it anyway. When I was young, when I mean young adulthood, and I would contemplate why people may gravitate towards varying religions or get closer to, for lack of a better term, God or the universe or a higher sense of being or this or that. I'm trying to get it in as young as I possibly can because I'm at a phase in my life and I done took enough L's and enough people are no longer here with me for me to really sit back and look at it like this right here. Like, I ain't got a whole bunch of more L's to take before it's my L to come up.
Mhm.
I feel, oddly enough, something with my daddy here. I feel blessed. And it's weird to say that, but I'm gonna try to explain why. Because at this point, and don't get me wrong, I still got a whole bunch of family left. I got a big family. I got a whole lot of family left. But the memories mean more than anything than I possess right now. And you start understanding. You start gravitating towards something bigger. You start gravitating towards something more meaningful, something more powerful, something that you can't really explain or define or necessarily put your finger on, but you start understanding in a more profound way, or at least that's been my experience. Now, if that ain't how it went for you, gentlemen, please tell me because I'm all ears. But that's how it's been for me. And again, to ARD and
Yeah.
especially to Indiana with your recent situation, my brother. Um, do you find yourself being more and more humble the older you get? Now I know both. First off, I'm older than both of y'all, but I am. I don't mind. I don't mind being an old man up here. I'm older than both of y'all, but
Now
do
that's the first
y'all?
lie you told all night.
I am. I am.
Cause,
Hey,
'cause
do
you
y'all
never
find
see my
y'all?
birth certificate.
Hey, I'm older, bro. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Do y'all feel more humble the older you get?
Um, I really think I do. I mean, life has a way of humbling you. It'll beat you down where you got to be humble. So, yeah, I feel like I'm definitely more humble. I see things more clear as to why they happen now. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
I can take my time and visualize things and see things before they happen just because of my youthful age. Just it's yeah, I definitely think I'm more.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
As do I.
I totally agree, and that's humbly speaking too, because I don't think that I would be here if the people that were wiser than me sat me down and like allowed me to listen, even with my mistakes and everything. For some
Mhm.
reason, they allowed me to listen, and they had patience with me. A lot of people, and I don't think that I would be here as I am without that. Also, too, getting finding the love of my life, having a beautiful kid, that made me realize my mortality even more. It made me really understand how to take smart risks and not just, you know, like be all balls to the wall, quote unquote, with everything.
Mhm.
It really showed me how to have even more etiquette with all of my movements, and that showed me my mortality even more, you know. But it's a beautiful thing though, because that time is now things that we pour into values that hopefully, we're planting seeds and, people will get it one day. But
Yeah,
yeah, I totally agree.
yeah. And just the mere contemplation of risk assessment is a sign of maturity and growth that I think people put on the back shelf way longer than they have to for the sake of either camaraderie or to fit into certain Um, especially in the U.S. I mean, you could almost it's almost to the extent of a caste system. Uh, when people deliberate what risk you want to take or don't want to take, and I get that because you know YOLO, right? YOLO. So I get that too, but at the same time, I think the older you get, you become more conservative with regards to health. You become because you understand its importance. Uh, I think you become more conservative to risk assessment overall because it's like, okay, well, if I do this, then it might break my hand. If you do that, that might break your hip. If you do, this, that, and the third, you might break your whole body. Like you just start looking at life differently. Like, nah, I don't want to do that. I want to go out in the garden, or I want to go out and mess around with these goats in the afternoon, and I mean, it's amazing how all the complexities of life lead you back to simplicity.
Oh
Isn't that
yeah,
ironic? You
it
start out
is.
really simple because I've seen videos on this here internet that we on right on Octavia Butler's internet that we on right now. You can see people have brought their kids or grandkids $300 toys. The kid over here playing with a box because it's simple. It's fun.
Exactly.
In their
Yeah.
mind, in their imagination, they in a cave, they in Guatemala, they in Istanbul, like they just all
They
over the
use the
globe.
box and now you in your own boat. You're in
Yeah,
everything. You don't
you and
even
your
know.
own boat, all that stuff, right? All that stuff.
Yeah.
The older you get driven back towards simplicity. Absolutely amazing to me. What's up, Warm Strong Adventures? How you
But
doing?
I
How you
would say
doing?
that that's with a caveat now, right?
Mhm.
As someone said on the live earlier today, it's an information age. And
Mhm.
I still believe that I was raised in the analog age that met digital, right? Like met information. And we have to keep these values strong. How to love yourself, how to forgive yourself, how to forgive others, and then also how to build community, how to build sustainability for yourself, how to build a future. Like that is something that, yeah, you can get on these internet streets and get, but it's something that it will become a lost art soon enough if we don't pass it forward, you know. But yeah,
Absolutely.
I think too, uh, you need to know when you get older, you learn to uh, know when not to give a dang. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Some
facts.
just don't, they just don't matter like they used to.
Right,
And
right.
you got to know, hey, you got to know when to say, well, this just don't matter. Like, this ain't about nothing. Let me move on. Let me complete the task that I was getting ready to almost finish until that popped up that didn't really even matter.
Yeah.
Now, that's that's where I'm at right.
No, and
yeah.
that's a beautiful
Know
place to
when to
be.
say when, right? Like even for
Yeah.
your own self, know when to say when, you know.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Yeah, you got family members, you got everybody that could be closer to you or farther from you. Like, yeah, you just got to know when to say when so you can preserve what you have to, be good for yourself and the people that really depend on you. You
Yeah,
know, that's something that's very key. And hopefully, like, what I just said is what you were speaking in reference to as well. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, no doubt, man. I mean, the older you get, or the older I get, definitely. Gone. Boy, I done killed about 7 of them, y'all. I'm out here swatting and I'm fighting for my life. It's all good. I got on lotion and I'm armed up like this, man. This is my
Fair. Man, I put them American chemicals on it. Them
I,
thermocells, them thermocells. Right.
hey, fam. I got go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, what you
No,
saying?
I said those thermocells. Oh yeah, go ahead, Mr. Indiana.
Yeah. For some reason this year, the flies are attacking me. I ain't never been one to have flies hit me, but that's what I found out when I go in my garden. I got to
Uh-huh.
put on sleeves and long pants and everything because it ain't the
Yeah.
mosquitoes, it's flies. You know,
Fly. You
I Googled it, and they said that some people are just more attracted to flies. The flies want to bite you and stuff. I'm like, man,
uh-huh.
I ain't gonna
Yeah, that's them deer flies and a couple other flies that. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
A
they be
lot of
on
it
it.
a lot of that is dependent upon your blood type too.
yep.
Now, I'm gonna ask you, you got some year-round onions and garlic. Now, garlic don't really have the same effect as onions, but
Yeah, I did plant garlic and onions this year. Is that what you're asking me?
yeah,
Yeah, yeah, I did that. I didn't harvest everything as far as onions and garlic. Time to plant some more, but yeah.
yeah, put some more down.
Yeah,
That'll help. That'll help. It won't get rid of all of them, but
Hmm.
it'll help a lot, man. I always keep some garlic growing and some, not so much garlic. I'm just gonna say onion.
Okay.
Uh, yeah, because it's just good for your soil. I mean, you can almost cross grow anything with dog it. You can almost grow anything with onion in the soil, and
yeah,
it help keep flies and other pests away. But ain't nothing 100%. Ain't
Right.
nothing 100.
yeah. One thing about that too is like, I, so my people from the South and the old school, they used to say, "Do you got garlic in your blood? Because they ain't gonna mess with you." But if they do, if you got garlic in your blood, you a vampire and they ain't gonna mess with you. But if you got sweet
Fact,
blood, if you got sweet
fact.
blood, they gonna get you.
Mm-hmm.
And if you know what that means, you know what that means.
Well, that's
I know it. Hey, bro, I'm gonna tell you, man. Over here, sometimes, and I don't, because some of my friends, like everybody, don't like being referred to as a local by foreigners or whatever. So I won't call all of them locals, but I'll say the local Tanzanian residents. Man, me and April be sitting there getting 8 2 pieces, and they outside walking and swimming and having the time of their life. It's all about the food, and it took a long time before. Even now, I've only gotten 2 bites, and that's fairly typical. The only reason that that's a big deal is because I'm allergic to them. So I whip up and I get all that kind of stuff. But most of the local people, they have so much garlic and so much natural, like indigenous produce in they system, in their blood, like ARD was saying. It don't really, they just don't go after them like that. They just don't go after them like that, man. Garlic, some people take garlic tablets when they come over here. I would say eat raw garlic, take natural garlic. That'll help keep mosquitoes, flies, and any other thing down there that'll bite you away from you. It ain't 100%, but
right.
it'll decrease it.
Yeah, I got plenty of onion and garlic left, so to eat on for a while. So I definitely try it.
I eat on it, eat on it. And you know something else my big mama used to do that I'm getting back in the habit of, man. She would take a jar. YouTube YT, this is not medical advice. This is me talking to Indiana Jackson and the Brazilian dad. This is not medical advice. I ain't telling nobody to do this. I'm telling folk what I do. Get you a mason jar or old pickle jar or something like that. Fill it about a quarter of the way up, about a quarter of the way up, maybe half, if somewhere between a quarter and half of the way up, with white vinegar. Get you two of them. That's a lot. You can do one or you can do two. It don't matter, depending on what you're going for. Peel them garlic. Cut the ends off of both of them. Cut the top off, cut the bottom off. Drop them down in there. And take you a tablespoon every morning. Take you a tablespoon every. My grandma was almost ready to leave this earth. I finally asked because I saw her drink that my whole life. My mother is my grandmother's one of my grandmother's youngest children. I saw her drink this my whole life by the time I came along. every morning she'll take a tablespoon or a sip. Sometimes it'll be a sip, sometimes it'll be a tablespoon.
Oh
When she
yeah,
was young,
yeah.
because she
So
had
that's
direct
crazy. Yeah.
she had direct descendant of sharecroppers. She had
Yes,
direct
sir.
descendant of slaves, of
So my
enslaved people.
dad hit me with something that's crazy. And man,
Yeah,
shout
go
out to
for
my
it, bro.
dad, man. You know,
Yeah.
we're still contemplating content, but my dad is gonna make a feature, you know, if we ever decide. Um, but he also said put the pills in there because it creates a fake mother. And then the mother is still based in vinegar, so it keeps everything around from it. Nobody's messing with it. And
Mm-hmm.
that when we was sick, that hot toddy, he would put a
Yeah.
dab of that mother in there. And yo, man,
Yeah.
we would keep our socks on, everything, sweat it out, and then we'll
Yep.
be up the next morning, couple of sneezes, and we back in the game, man. Cause he was like, I can't take off of work just cause y'all ain't in school now. Y'all going,
Yes,
hey.
sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Mm-hmm.
Got some
Yeah.
apple cider vinegar in the house now, so I will definitely try that. I'm to go.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely try that, man. Apple cider vinegar, it has its benefits. White vinegar has its benefits, but that apple cider vinegar, like you said, man, it's about having that mother. And one of the more popular brands, I ain't gonna name the brand, but one of the more popular brands, that's where the multitude of its benefits come from, is the fact that it's got the mother in it. And if y'all follow people like Lead Farmer 73 and other people, you can really see the benefits of getting in a position where you start to create and make your own vinegar. Uh, it's been quite a few people in
Yeah.
the
Shout out to
community.
Black Tropical Homestead. They just made someone alive today. Shout out to them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
That's how I
yeah.
know.
That's right. I saw that. Blacks was.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So I
All right,
make
so
apple cider vinegar, make wine. Uh, I do a few things. So yeah, I will definitely try that though.
you do a couple of things over there, bro. You do a couple things over there,
Yes,
man.
you do.
Yeah,
Yeah. And
and
I've been in the bushes for you for a little bit now. So, you know, I'm gonna make more of an appearance moving forward. And like I said, when I get back to the Midwest after some traveling, you know, I would love to if you're open to it, I would love to break bread with you. You know, it's on me.
Yeah. My email is in my profile page. So, yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You'll see a ARD email. And yeah, let's connect.
that's what's up. That's what's up. We got these. We got 5 more minutes left. I'm gonna start with Indiana Jackson, and I'm gonna end with ARD. I just want to give you a chance, my brother. I have to say this again before you say your piece. It is a pleasure, a privilege, and an honor to have you come up on the panel. That means a lot. I want to re-extend and offer my condolences about the recent circumstances that you and your family facing with regards to your sister. I overstand, so much love, and just know that myself and April, we thinking about you, um, and I don't know, we love you, bro. We love you, we really do, and we've been following you, rocking with you for a while. You know, uh, it's just a blessing. It's a blessing, and it's a privilege. And I wish everything was under better circumstances right now, but a blessing is a blessing nonetheless. So, with that being said, man, tell everybody about your channel, what you're doing. I know you went up and surprised a couple people at an event a couple months ago, and all of that. Just tell everybody about everything, man.
Oh yeah. Well, a couple of months ago, back in April, I went to Soil Family Expo and surprised everybody and checked that out. That was a very, uh, very, very nice nice thing. I'm looking forward to next year. I already asked her today, when is the hotels coming up? Well, so I am definitely looking forward to that. I am part of the 2A community as well. So I follow a regular gun guy. Um, we and Zach, that guy's a gun. Uh,
Mhm.
Also, I follow Lead Farmer 73, and he's the one that got me back into gardening. I had for a while, a few years, and so I picked it back up, and I'm doing way more than what I've done ever before in my life.
Nice. That's what's up.
I've got fruit trees, vegetables, you name it. I'm getting a little bit of everything: grapevine, blueberries. I dabble in a little bit of everything, and that's because of this community. So I try to share as best I can. Right now, I'm in the middle of going to school, a little formal school, to get certified as a sterile processing tech. That's taken up a lot of my time, and but once that's done, or I get in the groove, because
Congrats.
going back
Yeah.
to school at this age and haven't been in school in so many years, so it's
Right. You
really,
doing it, though, bro.
yeah, it's really hard getting back into that homework. And
Right.
but I'm getting it done. So what can I say? But yeah, as soon as I can get a rhythm going, I plan to do a lot more videos and get in tune to a lot of stuff. Today I just got my little brassicas. I don't know if y'all can see that. Took them out of the
Oh yeah.
so I'm letting them get a little wing to the sun and the wind and all that kind of stuff. So uh, pretty soon I'll be getting them transitioned over into the soil. So that's about where I am. I have a family, my wife and my son, Miss Indiana Jackson. She's YouTube also. So she tried to keep me, squared up and keep me.
Okay.
So, and then my son, he plays tennis. So we have the tennis matches going on now. So that's even add more things to my life. So,
Right.
Hey, Mr. Indiana, was y'all looking at what's going on in New York this week?
oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah. You talking about tennis, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
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 That's crazy.
I've been hung up on. That whole Coco Golf situation. Just man.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Love. Yeah. So that's about it where I am.
Well, man, we appreciate that, and as y'all can see, our lovely moderator TLC in the Garden. That is Indiana Jackson's link right there. It's over in the chat. All you got to do is click on it. You can go over if you're not familiar with him. Please check yourself. Check him out. Just get to know this brother. Just get to know him. Check him out, man. See what he got going on. We got to support these youngsters out here because they got YouTubes too, and they doing their thing.
Well, I'm definitely part of it now since I'm a youngster again.
Yeah, you a youngster. And we're gonna get over to this other youngster because we already over 2 minutes. Look here. I mean 2
Y'all
hours.
keep
Oh,
offending me with that youngster word. Now, hey, I'll take it though.
yeah, you take it because you need it. You need it. You the second youngest up here, man. Go ahead, ARD. Tell everybody what you got going
y'all,
on, man.
y'all don't really respect Benjamin Button, huh? It's all love. No, it's not really to shout out, but shout out to our angels. And shout out to you, African Dream, and you and sis. Thank you guys for even providing this platform and being consistent. You can see the crop that harvested, from the people that invested in you guys. And we don't take that lightly. So shout out to y'all. You know,
Thank you,
uh,
brother. Thank you. Thank you.
Mr. Indiana, man, shout out to you as well. TLC, shout out to you as well. God bless. You know, like AARD, a resilient dad at gmail.com. I've been in the bushes, but I just want to come out these bushes to make sure that everybody know that you can come out the bushes and show the support to start building a stronger community and a more reliable community that's built on love and sharing knowledge. And that's what we're all about. So God bless y'all, man. Thank you.
For
Bless you too.
sure. So, oh, go ahead, Indiana.
I was just saying, bless him also. Bless you too.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you. And again, condolences. ARD, hang back. Indiana Jackson, I appreciate you coming up. I appreciate all of the moderators, everybody who was here, Official J Mia, TLC in the Garden, everybody who came in the chat, Happy Mac, rocking with the Truth, Rose YT, everybody who came, Warmstrong, Liz B, been here the whole time, man. We appreciate y'all so much. Thank you, everybody. Miss April Showers came up. Shout out to GT Junior Grows in Alaska, as well as Miss April Showers, ARD, Indiana Jackson. Look here, man. Growing What I Eat. Who else we got? It's get off of me, man. It's so many. I can't go all the way back up through the top of the chat. The Educated Natural, Tourist Brain, like. Hey, we thankful for all of y'all. Thank y'all so much for being here, for being part of this conversation. Sardine Sundays with no sardines. It was a steak day today, so that's what happened. But
Steak and sardines, is that surf and turf?
I guess that could count as surf and turf. I think it could. I ain't had no sardines, man. It was just straight moo action today, baby. Uh, I almost mimi ah Kwanzaa na sakami, but I almost thought I started to eat some fish. I started to get some fish, but I didn't get no fish. So I just went with the steak. But
Okay,
hey,
fair.
Mama Nita still Blue Lotus Vibes by Janita McLean still in here. Much love to you, Mama Nita. Thank you so much for being here. As we roll out, please everybody drop your
Did
hashtag
you
BCI.
while you guys were enjoying, did you have any tea?
Did I have what?
Tea?
No, man, that's West and South Africa, bro. I'm
Yeah.
Swahili over here, bro.
All right, fair.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
didn't
yeah,
know if
yeah.
they were trying to integrate it. Okay.
No. This
Okay.
man hit me with Osha. He hit me with Zosha. He hit me with West African and South African language, baby. I'm on the east side, man. Just like I'm from East Texas, baby. I'm over here in East Africa. Now we gonna be in West Africa and Central Africa, and we're gonna bring all of that to y'all. But yeah, it's gonna go down.
Yeah, find you a good restaurant. I'll give you that, man. Y'all be all right. Yeah.
For sure. Miss Deborah Garrett, thank you for being here as well. We love y'all. We appreciate it. Liz B. Journey dropped hers. If y'all not connected, y'all please get connected. And thank y'all for being here. We appreciate y'all for real, for real. And until the next time that y'all see me and I see y'all, baby, we're gonna be over here, being country in another country. Peace. We're